Here's the reason why I bought the Yamaha XSR 155 and why I sold it after owning it for 1 year. For those who don't know, this bike is the smaller displacement version of the Yamaha XSR 900 and the Yamaha XSR 700. Both are known for the technology, performance, and of course, this bike is no slouch. It has the same engine of the Yamaha Sniper 155, or in some other countries they call it Exciter. It has a 155cc VVA engine, an engine known for performance, durability, and the sweet sound of a single cylinder. It is liquid-cooled, single overhead cam with 4 valves. My bike has few modifications for comfort, one of which is the raised handlebar, and I also replaced the sizes of the tires for aesthetic and also for safety. It is slightly higher on seat height because of that, and it's higher on the ground clearance as well. The reason I chose this bike is simple. It is not just easy in the eyes, but this is perhaps one of Yamaha's legacy when it comes to the design. It does what it looks to. It's a scrambler that can go 19 horses with 14 Newton meters of torque. It has high ground clearance and it can go off-roading with less worries and more fun factor. It is also well tested on inclined roads, even in rains with slight flooding, no problem. You can speed on wet surface just fine, but braking takes skills as it don't have ABS feature. It answers the question of, can it go for a long ride? Well, it can go, but can you? I honestly can go for 100 kilometers non-stop and another 100 kilometers with a pit stop break. This bike is specifically next to adventure bike in terms of endurance because it can go 500 kilometers on a 10-liter full gas tank. In terms of riding comfort, not that much. It has wider seat, but not that thick. Another disadvantage if you want to bring it for a long ride is you cannot modify it for a side luggage or a top box without ruining the looks of the bike. In my experience as a daily rider, I can average about 1,500 kilometers per 10 days. It doesn't require that much maintenance. I usually spend 700 pesos or less per oil change. For city ride, it is as accessible in tight spaces and it's not that hot on your legs on the traffic. On street, you might not that enjoy it if you're the type to overspeed, but it manages well on cornering as it is perhaps one of the fattest tires comparing to other brands. I actually enjoy this bike on the twisties. It is also safe in the rain and slippery surfaces as long as it's cemented. It's not that much on soft and muddy area. Yes, kamuntikan akong madulas. Going off-road is super easy and dialed in, my dear friends. It has a soft and delicate shifter that comparing it to the Keyway CR152 and the Rusi Classic 250 is a mortal sin. This bike might get a lot of scratches here and there, so if you are Maselan, definitely you're not gonna like this bike, but there's also a way to solve that problem. The moment you buy it, put a film protection on it. Haters gonna hate it because of the price maybe, or lovers gonna love it. It's a looker. In fact, people think highly of this bike. So much expectations to the point that they will ask you what is the top speed because it definitely does look like a big bike. Nothing to complain about at the looks department. It has a round headlight, classic with a twist of modern, not too modern on the other hand if you are going to compare it with the Husqvarna headlight. The overall design is premium. It has a plastic tank to make the weight lighter. It has an acceptable belly pan, and most haters gonna complain about swing arm, but the swing arm of this bike beautifully done. Most classic bikes that you will see are still using the non-inverted fork, while the XSR 155 on the other hand has the upside down. I also like what they did to the screen display, and everything that you need to know, it's available and clear. What is there to hate? Nothing really. The design of this bike is just simply perfect for me. And of course, you might want to tune it if you want to race a tuned Raider 150 or a tuned Sniper 155. And the main reason why I sold my bike, it's only because I'm replacing it with something way faster and more capable. So there you go. For its price point, it's really not that expensive. And if you are into a pretty bike that can go almost everywhere without having a problem with the engine, I think you need an XSR 155 in your life. Anyway, let me know in the comment section below what you think, and if you have violent reactions, down my comments.